Well, hello guys, my name is Nick and I'm back with this 1988 Matchbox Camaro Iroc-Z28 that we're going to do a slight little custom on it. I know this model is not in the worst of conditions, but I just want to put it on my shelf and look at it and be proud of it. So, before it spears off in the distance in reverse, I just catch it right in time. We're going to take a closer look at this model. So as you can see, the paint is not in that terrible of a condition, but it's just not good enough to put on my shelf. The glass is kind of hazy and scratched up, and the price is still on the bottom. I paid 50 cents for this model. So first order of business is drilling out the rivets. So we have one rivet in the front and two rivets in the back. Taking my handy dandy drill, drilling out these rivets, and then the base should come right off. Then I take my handy dandy screwdriver, I say handy dandy a lot this time, and I take my screwdriver and just pry open the base until it releases. Now the back kind of, well, didn't really want to come off, so I used little wiggle technique. You're gonna see it in the SS. Just wiggle the base off. Just wiggle, 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 and it's just pull it. Pull. Yes, there we go. So with the base removed, we can see something lift in this thing. This is, well, just throw it away. It's dirty. Then we have the beautiful silver interior. Planning on changing the color of that one. The glass just comes out with it, right here. Trying to polish that in a future segment. And for the bonnet, it's been held in with the plastic centerpiece of the bonnet. So also under this bonnet, or under this hood, depends where you're from, there is something really disgusting. Not sure what that is, so we're just going to remove it. Let's take my paint stripper, putting on my usual mount. As you can see, the stickers, or are stickers, not really sure, but the other colors just literally fell off. Leaving this to soak in for about 30 minutes, and then I take my toothbrush and start removing the loosened paint. Now this is the second to last video I'm going to use this paint stripper. I have something new, which I'm going to show you in a couple of videos. I'm really excited to show you this new step. After that, I take a piece of Scotch-Brite to remove the remainder of the paint, and then finish off with my dental pick to get out the paint out of the engine bay and the other hard to reach places. After that is done, I go on to primer. So for primer, I'm using a fine surface primer by Tamiya in white. 2 coats in total, leaving between 15 to 20 minutes to dry between coats. First coat really light, second coat a little bit more. After that dries, it's time to put on the base color. I decided to go with a nice orange. I think it would really match with the black centerpiece of the bonnet and the, spoiler alert, black interior. So 3 coats in total. First coat a light tack coat, then 2 more coats to finish off and get a full wet look. Leaving between 15 to 25 minutes dry between coats. I'm not really sure how hot it was in this room, but that is plenty good enough. Next, let's concentrate on the interior, like I said earlier. Starting off with a layer of the same primer. And yes, I did already shook up the paint can. I just didn't show it because shaking up a paint can isn't really that much good video thingy progress. I'm rambling again. So for color, I'm using just a regular flat black from Tamiya. Loaded in my airbrush, and just apply 2 coats in total, making sure I get everywhere in this mighty fine looking interior. Next step, it's time for the fine detail, and I start with the engine bay. Yes, I'm detailing an engine bay. I really enjoyed doing this. It was kind of a simple engine bay, starting with the little I am a mechanic, I should know these terms, but my English is just not good enough. The valve covers, the center bit of the engine, I painted silver, I painted, I think it's the radiator, supposed to be the radiator silver, then the door handles in silver, and to finish off I paint in the headlights in silver. After that I take my black and I just put a little bit black on the, I think does this thing have a timing chain? I'm not really sure. I'm not really familiar with these American cars. Being from Belgium, I usually get the usual Volkswagen and Fiat right here. Last step of the fine detail is take my red paint and painting in the taillights, leaving one block to be orange for the indicators. First time ever I'm painting in indicators. Awesome. So next step, it's time to get these wheels off so I can give the base one coat of black. The base is actually in pretty good shape, but there are just some paint chips, not really worth stripping it and painting it again, so I'm just going to put one layer of this high gloss black over it. Next, it's time to detail the wheels. Not really, well, I was debating putting some custom wheels on it, but it is a budget restoration, so I'm just going to restore the old wheels with some silver paint. Now, the windshield, I did try to polish it, but it keeps being hazy. I tried to dip it in, I forgot it, not the floor polish, but the product that everybody keeps recommending me, but I think the window is just bad. And as you cannot get spare parts for these newer, not new, it's 1988 Matchbox cars, so I have to live with it. Now to reassemble the base, you just have to lift up the little spring and just slide the wheels behind it. Then just push it down and they snap right into place. As you can see, the base looks mighty fine with that one layer of black. Now, next, let's reassemble the bonnet. So I just have to put in this little centerpiece again, which also the hinge. And as you can see, I forgot to paint the underside of the bonnet, but whoops. So after that's in, I use a little bit of glue to keep it in place. Place in the glass. Take my bonnet or my hood, depends where you are from, and then just slide it into place. Also, please let me know, where are you guys from? I really want to know this. Do you say bonnet? Do you say hood? Where are you guys from? So when the bonnet or hood is into place, just take my screwdriver to pry over the hinge. Then my glass falls out again. So one step forwards and one step back. Then when this is in place, I just put the glass back into its place, the interior, and I just reapply the base. Now I did put a screw in it off camera, but I just didn't record it because you have to press record for something to record. Who figures? So this is what it used to look like before a little customization. And this is what it looks right now. Please leave your opinion in the comment section down below. I know the glass isn't really good. I have to find a solution for that in a future video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you in a future video. Bye.